Hello, I'm Emma from Public Eye and we're part of the NHS Citizen team. Would you mind introducing yourself and where you're from?
Yeah, my name's Stephen Giddings. We're VoiceBox, which is Voices from the Brink. It's to do with drug and alcohol-based recovery.
Okay, and we were talking just now, before we started recording, about if you could be on the board, or if you could directly talk to the board of the NHS for the whole of England, what would be the priority discussion you would want to have with them?
My priority discussion would be creating a change with people who are stuck in addiction and things like that to be not treated criminally, to be treated as a patient, as someone who's got health issues and mental issues, someone to be treated as a patient, not as a criminal. I think that's something that really needs to be changed as a whole. If you can help these people, not punish them, help them in a way, it'll be a lot more beneficial to society if you're helping people to gain abstinence and to go out there and to become a reintegrated member of society and give back and to volunteer and to get jobs in that, rather than if you're helping people to do that, that's good. If you're just carting people off to prisons and punishing them and things like that, the likelihood is they're going to go back out and commit more crime.
Do you think that healthcare in prison addresses addiction in a sensible way?
I've heard about it, that there's recovery wings and things in prison now. I know people who it has definitely helped. But their experience also is that people do it because they're not looking for recovery. They're not even in addiction, but it'll help with their parole hearing and things like that.
Okay, so the coercion element doesn't actually really help for true recovery?
I think it can. It can do. It depends on the individual. But it's how are these things being looked at? The people who are in charge of recovery in the prison system, they not policed, but how are they looking at the people who are in there? Are they working closely with them and talking with them, assessing them and speaking to them and how they're getting on in their mental state, in their recovery, in their physical condition, getting better? Because you can tell if someone is truly suffering with alcohol or drug addiction than someone who isn't. There's clear signs. So there's people who are going along to get the free rides and to maybe get out early. They haven't got a problem, you know. But people who have, there's help there. I don't know a great deal about how much help there, but I'd say if there's not enough help on the outside, then I can't imagine there's going to be enough inside the prison.
So it's got to be joined up all the way through, from prison to release?
From prison to release and on coming out, do you know what I mean? A friend of mine is restricted to how many meetings he can go to because he's on a tag.
Okay. So that's a bit of something that could easily be sorted out if the conversation happened.
If the conversation took place, what are you going to be doing when you're out? Well, I'd like to be involved in a 12-step program. I need to attend regular meetings. Okay, what meetings would you like to attend to? Could the probation officer actually gather information for someone and say, we found you this and we're going to put you onto a service because the service is there for people who will help. We're going to put you onto a service, someone who can help. They've got more knowledge than us, we haven't got the answers, but we're willing to work with you and help you and reintegrate you back into society and try and help you help yourself. Them conversations aren't taking place at all. So for me, it's like, go out, do your best, come. We might see you again, we might not. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. I think there was a poster up in Liverpool, which for me that shows that local authorities completely do not understand addiction and the problems with it. And it's a poster of a homeless man, and it has people around the city centre, and it says, this year as you come out the stations you may see homeless people outside. Don't give them money because the likelihood is they will go out and use it to buy drink and drugs because they suffer with alcoholism. Give to local charities instead, and then maybe they can get some help. The council, they're not really involved heavily in any local charities to do with addiction and things like that. They are all funded themselves. They all try and find people to donate money and raise money themselves to keep themselves going, and that shows me the lack of understanding. You know, don't give them money because they're going to buy drugs and alcohol. Of course they're going to buy drugs and alcohol. They're addicted to drugs and alcohol. They won't buy food. The likelihood is their craving for drugs or alcohol vastly outweighs how hungry they're feeling inside, and they might be malnourished, they might be everything. That's how strong and how powerful it is, and there's no understanding of that. It's like, well, shouldn't they get something to eat first? It's like, you don't know what they're feeling inside. That physical craving that they're having is so strong that food isn't even coming into play until they've dealt with that first. There's no understanding. It's just like the council going, don't be giving them any money. Give to like RSPCA, or give to something that you can do a direct debit out your bank. That doesn't really save the people who are in need of it anyway. I've seen that, and it just, for me, when someone starts the fact that it's being put out and put on a poster, it's like, that's truly what people who are in power believe. That's their idea and their knowledge, which for me is nil. It just shocked me. It really did.
Thank you.
No worries.